Now what is catalysis? Catalysis, it is the phenomenon in which there is alteration of chemical reaction by addition of foreign substance. It is known as catalysis. Now what is catalyst? Catalyst, it is the substance which alters, that means whether it will increase or decrease the rate of reaction, but it chemically unchanged during the reaction. It is known as catalyst. There are three types of catalyst. First one is positive catalyst, then second is negative, and third is autocatalyst. Positive catalyst, that means the catalyst which initiate the rate of reaction, it is known as positive catalyst, while negative catalyst reduces the rate of reaction. And third type is autocatalyst. In autocatalyst, the catalyst obtained in the product of reaction, it is known as autocatalyst. These are the three types of catalyst: positive, negative, and autocatalyst. Now next is different types of catalysis, that means the reaction, two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous. What is homogeneous? When catalyst and reactants are in same phase, that means solid, liquid or gaseous. When they are in same phase, then it is known as homogeneous catalysis. Generally, it is found in gas or liquid state, that means catalyst and reactant don't see or don't consider about any product, just see the phase of catalyst and reaction, whether it is in solid, liquid or gaseous. Generally it is gas or liquid. In heterogeneous catalysis process, catalyst and reactant, they are found in different state. Generally catalyst is in solid state and reactant are in any phase, that means solid, liquid or gaseous. That means what you have to see is, this is the reactant, the catalyst is in which state, reactant is in which state, whether it is solid, liquid or gaseous. Then catalyst is in which state. Don't see the state of product, that means product is in gaseous, solid or liquid state. Don't see this. On the basis of this, decide which type of catalysis it is, whether it is homogeneous or heterogeneous. If both are in same phase, then it is homogeneous. If they are in different phase, then it is known as heterogeneous catalysis. Now next is promoters and inhibitor. What are the promoters? Promoters, these are the substances which increases the catalytic activity of catalyst. That means catalyst is added to increase or reduce the rate of reaction, but to increase the catalytic activity of catalyst, one substance is added, that is known as promoter. Let us see one example: Haber's process or Haber's reaction. It is used for manufacturing of ammonia gas. In this case, nitrogen and hydrogen gas are taken. Catalyst used is iron. Iron, it is a catalyst, but with iron, molybdenum or alumina or Al2O3 it is added. These are known as promoters. That means molybdenum or alumina, it increases rate of reaction and help iron to increase the catalytic activity. This is the role of promoter. Now this, on the basis of this reaction, many MCQs are asked. First one is, which process is used for manufacturing of ammonia gas? Haber's process is used for manufacturing of ammonia gas. Then for manufacturing of ammonia gas, this process is used. Haber's process is used for manufacturing of what? It is used for manufacturing of ammonia. Then next one is, this reaction is given and which type of catalysis it is? It is always asked. It is heterogeneous type of catalysis. That means these reactants both are in gaseous state while catalyst is in solid state. Therefore, it is heterogeneous type of catalysis. Then which catalyst is used in Haber's process? Iron is used as catalyst. Then next is, which promoter is used in Haber's process? Molybdenum or alumina, it is used as a promoter in Haber's process. Now next one is inhibitor. Inhibitor, it is the substance which decreases catalytic activity of catalyst. It is known as inhibitor. For example, oxidation of chloroform, it gives poisonous COCl2 gas, but when 2% ethanol is added, then this activity decreases. This is chloroform. When it comes in contact with oxygen gas, then there is formation of poisonous COCl2, but when 2% ethanol is added, then formation of COCl2 decreases. Then second example is tetraethyl lead. This is tetraethyl lead. When it is added in petrol, then it reduces rapid explosion of petrol. These are the two inhibitors which are used to reduce the catalytic activity of catalyst. This is the role of promoter and inhibitor. Now let us see some processes or reaction in which catalyst or catalysis is used. First is contact process. Contact process, it is used for manufacturing of H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. On the basis of this, some questions are asked: which process is used for manufacturing of sulfuric acid, or for manufacturing of sulfuric acid it is done by which process, or which catalyst is used in contact process, platinum or vanadium pentoxide, it is used as catalyst in contact process. Then second is lead chambers process. In lead chamber process, it is also used for manufacturing of H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Here catalyst used is nitrogen oxide or nitrous oxide, NO, it is used as catalyst, and it is first step is sulfur trioxide is formed, and from sulfur trioxide sulfuric acid is formed. These are the two processes which are used for manufacturing of sulfuric acid. In contact process, catalyst uses platinum or vanadium pentoxide, while in lead chambers process, NO, it is used as catalyst. Then next process is Deccan process. Deccan process, it is used for chlorine gas manufacturing. In this CuCl2, cupric chloride, it is used as catalyst. Then next one is Ostwald process. Ostwald process, it is used for manufacturing of nitric acid, that is HNO3. Here rhodium or platinum, it is used as a catalyst. Then last process is Burgess process. In this case, liquid hydrocarbons are formed by using this process, and coal, it is used as catalyst. This is all about catalysis. This is the first chapter which is related to chemical bonding and catalysis. In chemical bonding, what we have seen: octet rule, duplet rule, stable configuration, then what is valency, what is valence electrons, then different types of bonds like electrovalent bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond, hydrogen bond, metallic bond, their example, how they are denoted, then how they are formed, we have seen this. Then next one is intermolecular force of attraction between solid, liquid and gaseous. What is the intermolecular force of attraction? Then types of crystals, crystalline and amorphous. Then different types of unit cells. There are 14 types of unit cell, but we have seen 4 types of unit cell with their coordination number and their example. Then next one is catalyst. Catalyst, what is catalyst? What is catalysis? Then different types of catalyst, different types of catalysis reaction. Then different processes in which catalysts are used, and these processes are used for manufacturing of what. Then what is promoter, what is inhibitor. This is all about first chapter.